go get a better job, work up, climb your way up the ladder.
Yeah.
And then you'll have enough money to come and see my gig.
If it's if it's a beautiful statue of Hitler, keep it up.
Baby, dun, 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 dun. My face might be unfinished, dun, 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 but my soul is complete. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello and welcome to Francis Foster Sorts Your Life Out, the podcast where I and my guest sort your life out. Bear in mind, I'm not a psychotherapist, therapist, physiotherapist, any type of therapist, so you know that the advice we give is fucking golden. I've got one of my favourite stand-ups to come and give you advice. This is a man who will show you the way, Seann Walsh. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm here to help.
You are here to help. How have you been, Shawnee?
I'm very good, which is why I think I'm in the perfect place. Mentally.
Physically.
I'm on day 20. Actually, you say that. I'm on day 27 of Adrian's 30 days of yoga challenge.
Oh, really?
So physically, I'm bendy.
You're bendy?
I'm bendy and I'm ready.
You're bendy.
I'm very bendy.
You're bendy and you're ready. And how are you feeling in yourself?
In myself?
Yeah, in yourself.
Some trapped wind. Trapped wind. I'm feeling okay.
You feeling all right?
I'm feeling. I'm having a late coffee. I'm feeling it's okay. The journey here was. I've got nothing to complain about today, which is unusual, but I'm okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
And you've got your special out?
I've got my stand-up special out. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the plug.
Yeah.
Back from the bed.
Yeah.
YouTube. Seann Walsh. That's my name. SEANN Walsh.
SEANN Walsh.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. And you're someone who's gone through a lot.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, you've had some ups and downs.
Yes.
You've been to places.
I've been to many places.
Dark places.
Some of them are dark.
Yes. And you were the perfect person to give some advice.
I can lift people from the darkness and into the light.
You can.
You watch me do it.
Like Jesus.
Exactly like Jesus.
Yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ himself.
Jesus H.
Yeah. So, and you are going to be the one to actually shed some light on these people's problems.
That's what I'm here to do.
Okay. So let's do it. Jack, first one up. Let's see what it is. Dear Francis, I've been stealing small amounts from my partner's wallet to cover my secret OnlyFans subscription.
That's not real.
I tell myself it's harmless, but the guilt is building.
That's not.
How do I become
real.
clean? Yes.
That's not real.
How do you know it's not real?
Someone has been stealing small amounts of cash from their what? Who's got cash? You've got to. No one's got. Who's got cash?
People
anymore?
still have cash.
They
I've
don't
got
have
cash.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Why have you got cash?
Here you go. Got cash.
What is that?
What do you mean? What is that? It's my wallet.
I've not seen cash in years.
What do you mean? Look, there you go. Look there.
No,
Look.
the reason
You know what? Look, I've even got fucking Scottish money.
It's even less real.
What do you mean it's even less real?
Less ridiculous.
Yeah.
No one's got cash anymore. And that's the reason that his partner hasn't noticed, because she doesn't even use the cash. So I don't. This can't be real.
It is.
This person needs. I mean, they need to have a good look at themselves. This is absolutely insane.
Have you ever gone on OnlyFans?
No,
You've never gone on OnlyFans?
I'm aware of what happens on OnlyFans.
I mean, that sounds like the lady doth protest too much.
Well, I mean, how could you avoid that people are letting strangers touch them for?
No, that's not how it works, mate. It's on a camera.
No, but there's what's her face and 100 men have queued up.
Have you seen that?
Like they're outside Greg. Like, you know, if you go to some small towns and there's a queue that goes round the block.
Do you know what? I think it wouldn't be that bad if you were number one to go in. But imagine she did 101. Imagine being 101.
Why did she do 101?
I don't know, because
just keep it and just leave it at 100. You've thrown the towel. You've made your point. I don't think 101. You know, it's pretty needless, the one.
Do you think?
After 100?
What about for the love of the game?
For the love of the game? Is she doing it for the love of the game? I mean, this is what this person's looking at.
Yeah.
This person is stealing money from his partner's account.
Yeah.
to pay to someone else to watch
Yeah.
them in their underwear?
Yeah, he's what he's doing is every once in a while he's lifting a cheeky little tenner or a little fiver, and then making sure it covers his OnlyFans.
He's saying, "How do I come clean?" Don't come clean.
You don't think come clean?
Are you insane? Do not come clean. Stop it. Stop doing it, but never admit it.
Why?
Because there's no relationship I think that can take that on.
Really?
I've been stealing money from your wallet so that I can pleasure myself over people in their underwear that you don't know and I don't know.
I mean, it's more than people in their underwear.
And it's more than people in their underwear. Toys.
Toys, yeah.
And human beings.
Yeah. Obviously.
Slithering on each other.
Yeah.
Sliding up and down.
Yeah.
Whilst connected physically.
Yes. You said that in a very academic manner.
Awfulness. Just totally, I'm opposed to any of that.
Are you?
I don't know how I have a child. I did not get up to any of that. No, this is mad.
Really?
What do you think?
Oh, do you know what? There's so many people now who watch OnlyFans. I actually think I'm actually proud of this. I've never been on it. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm a Pornhub man.
You're a Pornhub man.
Yeah,
there's a classic feel to that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's almost Pornhub is now. You might as well put it on daytime telly after in between Lorraine and Loose Women or something. It's Pornhub. Who cares anymore?
Yeah. It's like driving a diesel.
Because it's like driving a diesel. Oh, yes, How is it like driving a diesel?
Yeah, because it's just standard now. It's not like this new thing. It's been around forever.
It's been around forever. The thing that OnlyFans seems to be getting into and touching is that we kind of know. It's like we know the people now.
Yeah,
they're almost a celebrity. You're buying into the person, so you do know the person you're watching.
Yeah,
have sex.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that makes it even better.
Apparently.
Yes.
Yeah. I think this is the problem, isn't it? I tell you what the problem is. Right now, as I sit here with you alongside you, I'm not aroused. and when have you ever tried to decide what to eat for dinner when you've just had lunch and how difficult that is?
Oh, it's terrible.
Right. No, I'm not saying that I'm not aroused because I've just been aroused with you.
Yeah.
I just happen to not be aroused now while sat with you.
What does it take to get you?
It's very difficult when you're not aroused. And I don't think, I'm guessing between now and the end of this podcast, I'm not going to be aroused. But so it's very difficult to think that OnlyFans is a good idea in the cold light of day when you're not particularly horny. It seems like the world is going in a bad direction, I think. But having said that, were I to be a bit more kind of warm-blooded downstairs, and then the perverse voices enter the mind, well then it's a different conversation. So maybe what we should do is come back and answer this question maybe later at night.
Whilst you're tumescent.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think we can have a sensible conversation.
Yeah.
But right now I feel like it's just too early.
Do you know, actually that's a very profound point because it is because when
Good. I'm glad you got that.
Yeah, because when you're a man and you're horny, you enter a different realm.
Well, hang on. You enter. This is about the human being. Is that you enter the different realm once you've had a carrot.
Depends what you do with a carrot.
Well, no, but I mean, just eating a carrot, to eat it in your mouth. You have entered a different realm. If you were really hungry and you have what's it called, hanger.
Yes.
You're hangry.
Yeah.
Then you have the carrot. You eat a carrot, just fibre, carrot, in your mouth. So none of the dirty nonsense you're talking about. Just put the carrot in your mouth. You are now a different human being. So horny or just some fibre, you're a completely different person. I'm a different person now because I had a Leon on the way here. And if I hadn't had the Leon, then I probably wouldn't be saying this.
That is true. And you had the coffee.
You've got to think of these things.
It is. You know, though, and this is a segue, but
to anyone that doesn't know what Leon is, it's the kind of middle-class fast food chain. Yeah.
The greatest indicator or predictor of an argument in a relationship, you know what it is?
No.
Low glucose levels.
Right, glucose is the big thing at the moment.
Yeah.
Right, glucose, you can't have glucose too early in the morning, I'm hearing.
Yeah.
What's that about? Why are we not, why can't we have the glucose
Because
early in the morning?
you need to do the yoga.
Right.
You need to
first.
touch grass. You need to breathe
Touch
in.
grass.
Touch grass with your feet. That's the new thing.
What's that called? That's earthing.
Yes.
Fuck me.
And you've got to earth.
Oh,
Then you've got to
Jesus
let
Christ.
10 minutes of sunlight into your eyeballs.
I thought you're not meant to look directly at the sun.
No, you're meant to let it into your eyeballs.
How can you let it into your eyeballs without looking at it?
You need to be around it. Then you need to breathe deep and clean.
Yeah, someone's making a lot of money out of this bollocks. Yeah,
It's
come on.
called Andrew Huberman.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you need to breathe deep and clean
Yeah.
and then not have any caffeine.
What?
And not for the first
Well,
hour.
everyone can fuck off. in which case, fuck off. Because I'm not doing anything without coffee.
Really?
Why can't I have a coffee?
Because
Has that got glucose?
no, but what it does have is caffeine, and it stimulates. It's a stimulant, and you need
Don't
to
we want to
avoid.
be stimulant?
No, you need to avoid.
Stimulated?
Yeah, you need to be.
Stimulation.
Yeah, you need to avoid that in order to enter the day
But why are we all drinking coffee then?
because we're all fucking miserable and like, ah!
Yeah, because we drink coffee because we're miserable.
Yeah, to give us that.
But you're saying we shouldn't be
I'm saying no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Andrew Huberman says that.
Andrew Huberman.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, you need to optimize.
Okay.
But anyway, so he shouldn't talk to his, and you should stop
Don't
doing.
own up to anything. Awful idea.
Really?
Absolutely. It's a terrible, terrible idea.
Okay.
Stop it. Do stop it. Don't carry on.
Mm.
But stop.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's go to the next one. Francis, my neighbours started using their driveway as a commercial car wash, and now our once quiet cul-de-sac is a noisy hellscape. How do I tell them to knock it off without starting a feud?
Jesus. This is a big one.
Yeah.
I believe this one.
Do you believe this one?
I do believe this one.
Why?
Because it doesn't involve. Well, it does. No one's stealing from their partner. Well, there's no cash for a start.
Yeah.
Francis, my neighbours started using their driveway as a commercial car wash. What the fuck are you talking about? Are these real people?
Yes.
So they'll have like a logo in their front garden.
Well, no. What they'll be doing is they'll be bringing people going, look, he will be cleaning people on the driveway.
But they'll be cleaning their cars. Be
Yeah.
careful how you phrase it.
Yeah, that is true.
That's not a commercial car wash. That's a commercial wash.
Yeah,
That's just a commercial wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a good point. So people coming on, he's giving it a clean. They're going off.
And the noise is becoming too much.
And the noise is becoming too much, and there's cars coming in.
Now, are you the type of person to confront that? Because that's not very, I don't think that's very English.
No, it's not English.
To confront that. And I can tell you now, I wouldn't confront that.
Would you, when you confront people?
I don't, it's difficult because when you're suddenly approaching middle age, you're going to just start having to, I'm with child means pregnant, isn't it? I'm not with child. I have one. It's different. I have one. And that I think you end up having to confront things because you've got to protect them.
Yes.
But I think I'm going to have to, this is awful. I think I would tell the council. That's just pathetic, isn't it? I think I would genuinely tell the council.
You would tell the council?
I would go behind their back because I'm a coward and couldn't bear the chance of conflict.
Really?
That I actually grassed up a local restaurant to the council.
Did you?
Last year because the restaurant gave me food poisoning. So I told the council.
And what did the council say?
They didn't reply.
No, they didn't reply.
Obviously. They went, what? I'm not dealing with this.
So what happened? You went to a restaurant.
I got food poisoning.
What did you eat?
It was not steak.
You got food poisoning off steak?
All 10 of us did.
Oh.
Yes.
What type of restaurant was it?
French.
You can't fucking trust
It was
them.
one of my favourite restaurants. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
I need you to sort this out.
You go on.
would you go back to that restaurant? I really want to, and keep having to stop myself because you go, they made you throw up for 2 days. There was one bit where I had to, I was almost, this is awful, this is horrific, so I'm sorry if people are eating or cooking. I think there was one point where, because we all had food poisoning, where it was like my partner had been emptying herself from behind the butthole.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she would come in, and then I would have to put my face and throw up by my mouth. The French restaurant did this to me. Would you go back? The food is amazing. The fries are better than McDonald's fries.
I mean, that's not saying much, Sean.
Which bit?
This is the McDonald's fries bit.
Okay. I mean, that's just a silly comment. Right.
Would I go back?
You really like the food.
I love the food. But do you know what it would be? I'm a very anxious man. I'm very high anxiety.
Yeah.
To the point it's crippling.
Yeah.
And then
This is crippling.
Yeah. And then but I know I would eat it. And then at the rest of the day I'm like, oh shit, was that it? Was that, can I go out? Can I go, oh fuck. Oh, maybe if I don't.
Well, hang on,
Well, am I gonna shit myself
the
at the
reason
bus
you
stop?
wouldn't go back is because you'd be scared that you'd get food poisoning again.
Yeah.
No, that's not my problem.
Is it? Well, okay. So
It's the principle. No, I don't think I'm going to get food poisoning again. It's the principle of, you made me ill. I don't want to give you my money.
Oh no, fuck that, mate. If the fries are good, go.
Thank you.
All right, so what should you do? Just call the council.
Tell the council.
And you're
What was you? What was you?
I would have.
Because I can't confront that. What are you going to say? Let's call it right. It's Helen.
Yeah, it's Helen.
Helen and Alan.
Yeah.
That's a kind of, they're from Kent. They sound like they're from Kent. They live in Kent. Helen and
He's got a
Alan.
bulldog tattoo
Yes.
on his leg, on the calf.
And I just go, Alan, hi. I think you're doing a car washing thing, I suppose.
Yeah, we are. It's doing very well, actually.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. It's just I don't know how to kind of get around this, but it's just I'm sorry to be a pain. I'm working from indoors this week.
Oh, right. Okay.
On
right.
Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's any way. Is there any way to? I don't know. Is there any way that maybe I wouldn't be? I'm sorry. Imagining this, I'm too scared to finish the sentence.
Right.
I can't even ask the hypothetical Adam.
Look, I don't know what.
If he can park the car further away, or
Sean, look, I've got about 5 cars backed up here. I don't know what you're asking me.
No, no, nothing. Just good luck with it.
Right. Well,
Could wash mine, could you?
yeah. Well, yeah. It's all right. Yeah. We'll do. Some bastard fucking reported us to the council. I know it wasn't you.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. They're coming round. I mean, like, my wife's got MS. She can barely work.
I forgot about the MS.
Yeah.
You did tell me about that. I forgot about that.
I've got my job, but you know what it's like now, Sean. Cost of living crisis, all that. We're doing everything we can here, mate. So I'm running 2 buses. I know it's a problem.
That is, yeah.
But it's a bit of cash in hand, and the boy's not doing very well.
Actual cash.
Yeah.
I didn't realise people were still spending that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my boy's not very well. So, these 2 incomes, the cash in hand, it really helps, not tax. I can pay it for groceries, but pays for the carer for the wife.
I know about you and your OnlyFans, Alan. And if you don't stop washing your fucking car in the front garden, I'm going to tell Helen about what you've been doing with the money that you've been taking from her wallet so that you can wank over younger women in underwear, you dirty pervert. So just get those fucking cars off the drive, all right? You bald cunt. All right?
As long as you don't tell her that I was one of the 101.
Filthy.
All right. There we go. Beautiful.
Hope that helps.
Yeah. Francis, I'm a female teacher, and one of my male colleagues keeps commenting on my appearance in front of students.
That is embarrassing.
It's subtle enough that confronting him could backfire. What should I do?
Ask Greg Wallace to stop going into the school. What we really need here, there's too much vagueness in this language. We need examples here.
I think so, because you were a ladies' man at one point.
Right. I don't know what I say to that.
Yeah.
We're all ladies' men. If you're straight, I've had intimate relations with. What the hell is this?
You have. You would at one point. I would say top level shagger.
I deny.
What do you mean you deny?
I deny.
You don't deny.
I deny.
No, I deny. I remember when I was in an open spot, we looked, there goes Seann Walsh. New bird, legend.
Oh my good God. It's when I had long. Yeah. There was a point where I had a leather jacket and long curly hair.
Yeah.
And in your 20s, people, there's less. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
And you had a DVD.
I also did have a DVD.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, I mean, and I used to bring that out with me.
Yeah.
And say, hey, just, you know, do you want to come back and watch that?
Seann to be wild.
Seann to be wild? Yeah, no. That's a lot of people think that tail on the front cover is CGI. That's actually a real tail. And I can go into the loft and show you. No, right. So what are we talking about? Me being a ladies' man.
Yeah.
Huge, big ladies' man.
You were. You were.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you before I started comedy, actually, and you were walking.
This is going to be so embarrassing.
Yeah, walking in Clapham Junction Station, hair floating in the wind. I'm like, I just saw you. I just saw you.
No, I thought there was going to be I was with a woman.
No,
You're just looking at me with long hair going, oh, there's a ladies' man.
No.
This is more about, I think this says more about you than it does about me. I think this is you projecting onto me what you thought I was.
It was like watching a gazelle run and gamble in the wind. It's just a man in his element.
Oh, I'm glad. Good. And did that please you?
It did. Did.
Yeah. I have to say, I feel very removed from that how old are you?
I'm 42.
So I'm 39. I feel very removed from, I mean, I don't know if this is normal or not, but I feel very removed from myself in my 20s. Like I'm like, I almost don't remember. Do you have that, or is it just me?
Oh, yeah, I was off my fucking nut, mate.
Oh, you're off your... by the way, I was also hugely off my nut.
Yeah.
It might have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I was off my nut in my 20s, a lot of it. I remember I wrote a piece on my Substack about drinking and addiction.
Substack?
It's a place where you write articles.
Why did you do that?
Why? Because I like writing. And I was talking about, like, you know, look at it.
Right.
And one of my mates went, yeah, you see, you're making that up, Francis. I was just like, you didn't have a drink problem. And I was like, Brian, we were blackout drunk every week.
I thought you were going to say night. Most people are blackout drunk every week in their 20s.
Blackout drunk every week. And then he drank so much, he got Crohn's disease.
But sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
But what were you doing? Were you doing, you were doing the good stuff, weren't you?
So back to the question. As I just said, I don't really remember. It feels like. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, it feels
I don't even remember kind of almost being, and I'm going to say him. I almost remember don't remember being him. I don't feel. I see photos and stuff, and I'm like, or like a little video, and I'm like, I don't remember having that kind of. Like energy.
I remember watching you, and you looked like you were having so much. To me, that was what a comedian was. Like, you'd go on stage, you'd be great, and then you'd come off stage, and there'd always be a couple of birds with you. And
I honestly think people are imagining this.
Yeah,
I don't remember these birds.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, Seann knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember it being like that. But
Yeah.
I wish I remembered it being like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
I just remember being really hungover.
Yeah.
Oh well, it sounds like I had a great time.
You did. In my head, you had a great time.
Yes. Well, yeah. No, I remember it being awful. Right. Okay. I'm a female teacher, and one of my male colleagues keeps commenting on my appearance in front of students.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're assuming here is he's saying you look.
He's just making a comment, a little flirty comment about her.
How do you know? How do you know? You're making assumptions about the comment. Do we have any other facts?
No. Well, it comments about her appearance. So what's she going to do? I mean, that's quite...
It's subtle enough.
Yeah.
That's confronting him could backfire. What do you mean backfire?
Well, he probably goes, that's a lovely skirt on there, princess.
He does not say that. That's not subtle. If you think that's subtle.
What's wrong with that? That's charming.
Why is he saying that's a nice jacket?
Yeah.
It's a nice jacket. That's quite subtle.
Yeah.
It's a compliment, its appearance, but it is just a jacket.
I like the cut of the cloth.
He's not saying that. He's like, I'm beginning to see why you weren't a ladies' man.
I was very charming in my own autistic way.
Right, okay. So the cut of your cloth. I like your hair today.
Yeah.
I like your hair today.
Yeah. It's shiny.
It's shiny. Have you ever said that to a woman?
Yeah.
You've not said that to a woman.
I have.
Your hair's shiny.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is this about you? What, didn't you used to be a teacher?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So
But I was never a female, although I could identify.
Is it about you?
I'm a female teacher. And one of my... Yeah, no.
Is it about you? This isn't about... This is her writing about the male colleague commenting
Yeah.
on... Are you sure this isn't you?
No, it isn't me, because when I used to do this
I
stuff...
feel like you've made a lot of comments about my appearance in the last 5 minutes. And actually, they're subtle enough that I'm finding that confronting you could backfire. What should I do?
I don't know. Well, you're a man. No one cares.
Okay.
That's just true.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah. It's something that confronting him could backfire. What should I do? It's a tough one.
It's not a tough one. It's an obvious one.
Well, okay. What should she do?
Tell the council. Obviously tell the council. Ring them up. I think you can still ring them. Just say, my colleague keeps on telling me my hair's shiny. It's really odd.
But yeah, I kind of feel for, he shouldn't be doing it, but it's like, it is difficult.
Why is he doing it in front of the students, and how relevant is that?
That is relevant because it's subtly undermining it, and also they pick up on it. So they're going to.
Does it matter that they're picking up? I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm asking you what.
Because it fundamentally changes the dynamic in the classroom. Kids will use any excuse to not do their work.
I'm not doing my homework. Your hair's shiny. Mr. Phillips said.
No, but
Mr. Phillips said your head's shiny. I'm not doing my homework. What do you mean?
So let's say you were. Let's say pre-Shagger Seann. Right?
Pre-Shagger Seann.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going back several generations.
Yeah.
I thought so.
You're there. You're 13, 14, right?
Okay.
Right. You don't want to do your work. You've got a teacher. She's probably quite attractive, a young one. And this one man.
So much to take in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm now 13.
Yeah.
Imagining a attractive female teacher that I do find attractive at the age of 13.
Yeah.
I didn't find it. Okay, that's different. I don't think I found actual adults in real life attractive when I was 13.
Didn't you?
No.
Why not?
Because they were huge for a start. I was 13. You're looking up there going, oh, she's fit. Like, look at your mum, the neck hurts. You look.
This has always been your problem, lack of ambition.
How massive adults are when you're a kid. They are ginormous.
You never looked like your mate's older sister or something. She was 17, 18. You'd be like, oh my God, she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
At 13?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't think I honestly don't think I did.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry to let you down.
Yeah. But anyway, and then kids are going to notice. They're going to comment.
The cleaner, however. Oh, my God. She was something. The way she carried that bucket around.
And the mop.
And that mop.
The way she handled it.
Yeah, with her shiny hair.
Yeah. Glossy locks.
Yeah.
So, what should she do?
I think she's just going to... I would probably, in this instance, kind of make it clear that I was uncomfortable with it by joking back, but implying that I found it a bit weird in front of the kids.
Yeah. So you do it as a joke.
I would do it as a joke, and I would just keep hammering that point until they got
Yeah.
baby overs. I
Yeah,
think that's the best thing to do.
Because also as well, I do have a level of empathy for blokes when they're trying to flirt. Like some blokes are just not very good at it, and then you sometimes if you flirt well, you'll know this. It comes across as
You keep saying, I am not what you I don't think I'm not what you you have got a very different idea of me.
no, you're my hero.
I think I had one method which I think most young men had, which was get shit-faced and hope for the best.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't have any like lines.
Yeah, you didn't you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you did. You'd turn up. You'd always look like you're in a rush.
This is horrific. I did not know that I was going to be having to think about myself in my 20s. Full stop. And then talking, oh God, horrific.
Yeah, it's been great. It's probably my favourite one. Anyway, so, my point is, there's a very fine line between being charming and, a little bit provocative when you're flirting and just, getting it wrong. And someone's like, ugh. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a fine line.
It's a very fine line.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I don't know what that line is.
That is a problem.
What I mean, like as in, you normally that you basically. I think this is it. If you're not feeling that connection coming back, that interest, shall we say, coming back at you, you need to shut up.
Yeah,
that's the one. If you're not feeling it coming back, shut up.
But how long should you give it? Like that's
the length of time.
Really?
That was the connection beaming from the other person. You can just tell, can't you?
Yeah, but some people take a while to warm up.
I mean, I don't think that's going to sound good at a soundbite.
Yeah. Sure. How did you meet your missus? How did you make the magic happen?
What the hell is this? She was going down the escalators at Marble Arch Tube Station and I was going up. No, it's the other way. She was going up and I was going down.
Yeah.
We made eye contact, and then a few days later, I think she followed me on the gram.
Really?
And I thought, that's the girl from the escalators.
That's really nice. It's really good. That's really lovely.
I thought I was meant to be helping other people.
No, that's really nice. So maybe that bloke, that teacher needs to quit teaching, do stand-up, become famous, and then ride escalators.
Are we giving them your advice or my advice?
Your advice.
No, you just need to keep joking that it's inappropriate, but saying it, but doing it with a smile on your face, whilst heavily implying it is actually inappropriate, even though I'm saying it as a joke.
Fair enough. I think that's good advice, actually, Sean.
Thank you.
Dear Francis, my mate's band is absolutely terrible, but they keep asking me to come out to gigs. I've run out of excuses.
That is awful.
But can't handle another night of awful music. What do I say? Oh, mate, this is bringing me back to some awful gigs.
Yes, this is a tough one, isn't it?
Oh, mate, I'll tell you this story. It's really awful. So I did a gig this is so horrible. It was like my 6th ever gig, 7th gig.
What year is that?
2009.
Oh.
And I went on, and there was about 8 people in the audience, and
don't go on for a start. Don't go on. There's 8 people in the audience.
And the worst bit, it was like Nathan Caton at the time, Joe Wilkinson.
Oh wow!
There was all these. They were all really good comedians, and then there was me.
Yeah.
And I died so awfully. And
yes.
And 2 of my mates were there.
Oh no, mummy!
And then I heard one of my mates say to the other one, "Go and say something nice to Francis."
Oh, and do you know what he did? He just went home. He didn't say anything nice. He just went home. He couldn't even bring himself to say that.
Yeah.
That's tough. Now, the difference here between what we do and people in bands is that we wouldn't get people to come and see us because comedians don't really want anyone they know to be there, right?
Yeah.
I think that's fair generalization.
Yes.
I don't think I've invited, in my 17 years, I think, of doing it, I can't have invited more than 3, 4 people to something.
Really?
Yeah, if that. don't know. I can't imagine in a situation in which I've ever. Yeah.
Wow.
You don't want people to come and see you, do you?
No, you don't. Because when they do come and see you, it's going to be awful. Yeah, that's always the way it works.
Well, anyway. No, but why does the bandmate want them? Why does the band want him to go? That's what I don't understand. Surely, if you've been once, and they have, that surely you never have to go again.
No, but they want people in the audience, don't they? Because there's nobody. They can't get an audience. They can't get a crowd. So anybody's better than no one. Do you know what I mean?
I've run out of excuses, but can't handle another night of awful music. What do I say? Sure, but you've just got to keep on. You've just got to endlessly keep on coming up with. All right, kill them. just kill them. That sounds absolutely horrific. I would just keep going with the endless excuses. Just keep going. They can't be gigging that much.
I mean, can't you just get a girlfriend and just go, yeah, she just won't let me.
She won't let me out. Blame her.
Yeah.
She's.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Just blame it on girlfriend, fictional girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're going to have to do there. Money's always quite a good one. People just blaming their luck. Oh, I don't really have the money at the moment. And that normally just works for anything.
Yeah, it does.
People can't say, well, why don't you earn more money then?
Yeah. But
it's not very sensitive. Sorry, mate, I don't really have the money at the moment. Well, why didn't you make any better decisions in your life? So you've not turned out to be such a fucking bum. Look at you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go get a better job, work up, climb your way up the ladder.
Yeah.
And then you'll have enough money to come and see my gig. You can't really respond with that.
No.
No.
Depends how much of an egotist you are, though.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, it's awful. And it's also awful as well because you know they're trying their best. They've got a dream. And if they're awful, it's bad, isn't it?
It's bad. It's very bad. By the way, they're not... my band's mate is absolutely terrible. I mean, my mate's band is... Yeah, they're not necessarily absolutely terrible. It might just be that the friend doesn't like it.
Yeah. Or they could be fucking shocking.
Or incredible.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's all subjective, baby.
They could be ahead of their time. And just playing to an audience too scared to dance.
Yeah.
Potentially.
There you go.
Maybe. Next one. Francis, my sister wants to pull out of kids out of school because she thinks a cricket is woke propaganda.
Oh my God.
I think she's overreacting, but she won't listen. How do I help her see reason?
Well, do you know what?
What?
It's quite seriously.
Yeah.
Not my half of the relationship, but my missus has friends in a similar boat.
Really?
So I've already had this conversation.
Have you?
I mean, so I'm connected to. It might even be them.
Yeah.
This might even be the brother of the person that I know through my.
Well, they know that you're coming on the show.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is seriously the way the world is going.
Yeah.
People
I've got a show about it.
People know, right? Yeah. People have seen some videos on Twitter or X about where a drag queen or something is singing in a classroom.
Yeah.
And are now pulling their children out of school.
Yeah.
I think that's I will say, I think that is a slight overreaction. I mean, my mum was big into drag. All my mum's friends were gay.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't around any drag queens, I don't think, but I was always going to Pride. I'm from Brighton, obviously.
Yeah.
And loved that kind of thing. Culture Club.
Yep.
Boy George. It wasn't a drag act, but, it was makeup and...
Blurring the boundaries of gender and sexuality, shall we say.
Right, great. Well put.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's been the problem with me.
Yeah.
I can't blame anything that I've not has held me back in life on the fact that I loved the culture club as a kid. I even one night went out caked in makeup because I wanted to be a new romantic. I went clubbing when I was like 17. This is the woke proper. No, you can't. What? Because what? Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? Let's go back. What are they? She thinks the curriculum is woke propaganda. So what's the consequence if that is correct? That the curriculum is woke propaganda, then what's the negative consequence of that? I'm not saying there isn't one, by the way. What I don't know really any. I don't really understand any of this stuff. But what's the problem?
So
what's woke propaganda?
Woke propaganda, the sister would say, is teaching kids.
You're well versed in this. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, slightly.
Well, you this is what you investigate.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be, for instance, teaching kids that there are multiple genders. There's an infinite number of genders, and you can what are you teaching?
Here's the thing I want to know.
Yeah.
What are you teaching them that in? You're not teaching them that in history.
Yeah.
Are you?
No.
So what are you? There might be a context for that.
They will be teaching that in PSHE.
But that's what the subject is. That's like going, I do not want my kids knowing about the past in history.
Yeah. I mean,
if you've got the class and the class is that, well, then that's what they're going to learn about, aren't they? If you go to history, they're going to learn about the past. They're not going to learn about woke propaganda. If you go to geography, they're going to learn about where countries are. They're not going to learn about woke propaganda. If they go to PSE, they're going to learn about woke propaganda. But that's kind of what all of that is.
Yeah, and there's also, for instance...
Am I losing my fucking mind?
Yes. It's also as well that the argument would be that in history they would say that the UK is a sexist, racist country built on colonization and evil.
Yeah. Now we're getting. I don't think my boat is big enough for this. I think I'm sinking. For that bit, I go. Yeah, I don't know. This is about the statues. Shall we? This is essentially, shall we knock down the statues or keep up the statues?
That's one facet of it.
I think it depends how pretty the statues are.
Yeah,
and always will do.
Yeah, if it's a beautiful statue of Hitler, keep it up.
Exactly.
It's a good likeness.
It would be a shame to find out who is the Statue of Liberty. Who is she?
The Statue of... I don't know who she is, but
you don't know who she is.
But
so you don't know what she believes. You don't know what she's saying. If you found out she said some awful things,
no,
you wouldn't want to topple the Statue of Liberty, would you? I mean, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's true.
Knock that down. Yeah, but look what she said about the... Oh, that is a shame. that is a shame. What are we going to do?
Yeah, but everybody thought that about them back then. What are you going to do?
Just keep her up.
Yeah. We've all got dodgy opinions.
So that would be just because there was a nice statue?
Yeah.
There you go.
So keep the statue of Hitler up. That's going to be the title of the episode. Next. Okay. Francis. My best friend got her lips done and now wants me to get filler too. She keeps saying my face looks unfinished.
What the fuck?
It's messing with my self-esteem. What do I say? Have you ever had plastic surgery?
Fuck do you think? Look at my head. If I got plastic surgery, this isn't what I would have done with it. Oh, yeah, hello. Yeah, I'd like to look... can I just look older and puffier, please? I look like I don't drink enough water and I've not had any sleep. Thank you. I know I can say I look finished. No, this is not... No, I've not... No, I've got... No. No!
Would you?
No!
If you... Let's say, right... This special that's coming out, which is very good, Back from the Bed.
Bless you. Back from the Bed, YouTube.
Yeah.
Leave a nice comment, share it.
Yeah, there'll be a link in the description. Let's say it goes, it explodes.
Boomtown.
Yeah, Boomtown. And you get the chance to go to Hollywood. And they go, right, we're going to...
You can go to Hollywood on holiday, by the way, but carry on. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. And then they go, right, we love it. We're gonna give you a Netflix special. Mm-hmm. The only thing, Sean, is it looks like you don't drink enough water. The face is a bit puffy. We're going to need to... This isn't good
for my self-esteem. I'm going to have to write into this podcast to complain about being on this podcast and how this podcast made me feel.
Yeah.
to get over this. Go on.
Yeah. And we just want to do a few tweaks.
Yeah. What are the... Hang on, what are the... You got something so... I'd say something so fucking vague.
Yeah.
And tell me what I got to do to my head for you to pay me all the money so that I can have a nice life.
I just like, we'll go, you know when you were younger
Yes.
with the long hair?
Well, I can grow my hair now.
And you know,
I can grow my hair now and dye it blonde.
It's not
like I did.
It's not the same.
Yeah, because I'm fucking older. What do you want?
It's not the same. But you know, we could do some little injections. We can put you in a little.
You want to get rid of the lines on my head? Is that what you're saying, Francis?
Yeah. And then you know,
you want to get rid of the lines on my head?
Yeah, we can put some fillers in. We can put some lips fillers in for you. You can get you looking all sensual and sexy.
This has been I have to say, do you know what?
What?
Do you know what we're getting? You're getting close to making me feel, and I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're making me feel uncomfortable. I genuinely think I'm now feeling uncomfortable. You've talked about my sexual relations, and now you're talking about my smooth skin.
Yeah.
Do you want me to get rid of the lines on my head?
No, I am playing the character of the guy from Netflix, Ted Sarandos.
Okay. And all I need is some Botox. You're going to give me a Netflix deal if I get some Botox?
No, but there'll be other things as well.
What are the other fucking things? It's all really important to the hypotheses, isn't it? It's like, what are the things that are going to happen to my head? I need to know before I agree to it.
Well, you know, a little bit of filler. A little bit in the cheeks, in the eyes.
You get filler in the eyes? You mean here?
Yeah.
Get rid of the eye bags.
Yeah,
You're gonna get rid of my eye bags.
Yeah, we're gonna tighten everything.
Fuck it! What the fuck? Hang on a second.
He's gonna get
tightening.
Yeah,
you're only tightening down here as well.
Yeah, just
I'm going to do a podcast. I'm leaving with a complex. How's this happened?
And then so we'll, you know, it's 10 grand. It'd be a couple of days in hospital. That's all it is.
And I get a special.
Yeah, you
where
get.
I'm actually being paid as opposed to paying for.
Yes.
Yeah, fine, all right. Yeah, you want? Yeah, I don't mind. And you look better at the end of it. So
yeah.
Normally I stay away from these things.
Yeah.
If I'm not gaining it, so I think you had your chance at youth, right?
Yeah.
You had it.
Mm-hmm.
It happened.
Yeah.
You could have just eaten vegetables
mm-hmm.
and fruit.
Yep.
And you could have stayed away from processed meats.
Yeah.
And you could have moisturized.
Yeah.
You could have exercised, and you could have not smoked.
Yeah.
And done drugs, and you would have extended, you know, the way you look during youth. You could have extended that.
Mm-hmm.
You chose not to, but you made that decision. It was a decision, mainly a decision built of lots and lots of other decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, that's your choice.
Yeah.
And now you're older, and you are paying.
Yeah.
For the choices you made when you were younger, and that to me, that's a fair deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would just live with the choices I've made.
Mm-hmm. That's actually I like that. That's quite it smacks of integrity.
That's your face is not unfinished.
Yeah. When
your face is finished, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can finish your face.
Yeah.
Is by being dead.
Mm-hmm.
So you want it to be unfinished.
That is true. So what should this lady do? She doesn't specify it's a lady, but quite clearly is.
But yes,
or a gay man.
Wants me, yeah, and now wants me to get filler too. She keeps saying my face looks unfinished. Say, baby, my face might look unfinished, but my soul is complete.
What the fuck is that?
and then never speak to her again.
Baby.
My face might be unfinished, but my soul is complete.
Why are you opening with baby?
That's quite nice. Because I've imagined it as a song. Like if I had a piano here, dun, 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 baby, dun, 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 dun. My face might be unfinished, dun, 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 but my soul is complete, dun, 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 dun. I think this coffee might have affected me.
What? We got time for one more, Jackie?
So how long have we been doing this?
We've been doing it for hours, mate.
Have we?
Yeah. No, we haven't. Francis. So basically, just tell her to get lost. I don't like everybody's got plastic surgery now. It doesn't look good.
Do what you like. Take that. Say, do what you like. Do what you like. Do what you like.
Do you have possibly sung the worst Take That song of all time?
Not true.
What was the
Okay.
worst?
Don't know, but that's not the worst.
Have they done worse ones? I think they've had some absolute bangers. Take That.
Yeah.
Francis, my flatmate keeps inviting her boyfriend to stay for weeks at a time without asking. I can't afford to move out, but I'm sick of living with an extra person.
Oh.
What do I do?
Oh, it's another big one, isn't it? Because a lot of these they've got a pattern, aren't they? A lot of them, which is about essentially how do I avoid, because really we all know what the answer is. For almost all of these.
Yeah.
Ask the person to stop doing what they are doing to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's what the car wash.
Yeah.
Is ask them, please, can you stop? But it's integrated into us that we're too insecure and we're too afraid, especially as English people.
Yeah.
Terrified. Nothing terrifies us more than this concept, which is an untangible thing called awkwardness.
Mm-hmm.
And really that is our kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying, what do I do about this without it being awkward?
Yeah.
Kill them.
Again. Did you ever
Call the council.
Did you ever have flatmates and all that?
Only for about 6 months. I went from home pretty much to living in my own place.
Really? When did you buy your place?
We're in Shepherd's Bush.
No, but when?
Oh, well, I was like 25, 26.
You bought your own place when you were 26.
I had a good. I fucked up a lot, mate. I was. God gave me quite a few chances. Yeah.
So you bought a place on your own?
I didn't buy a place outright, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got on the, what do you call it?
The property ladder.
Property mark. Yeah.
So you've been a property owner for 13 years.
You're making it. Yeah. You got to remember. I almost as well. Yeah. But that nearly. Yeah. Let's all not forget that it's not been a smooth ride. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Because really, if it hadn't been as bumpy, that would probably be paid off. And
yeah.
But yeah.
There you go. You're
What do you
doing
mean?
all right. Look at you with your flat.
All right. I've got a puffy face. I'm living here with a complex. I'm now thinking about what was I? God, was I a womanizer in my 20s?
I prefer the term legend, but you can,
legend.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you can use
fine.
You can use whatever you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had your own flat, of course.
I had my own flat. Yeah. But that's because my trajectory in life, that was where, if you were to look at my map, you go, he was doing really well here.
Mm.
And then where most people's carry on going up, mine just crashed, nosedived into the ground, and everyone died. So that, it's not, it's arguably worse. I would actually put forward.
You think it's worse?
It's arguably worse to have kind of done well, because you've had that horrible, that feeling of falling, which if you didn't get anywhere in life, you don't get the feeling of falling, which is, believe me, it's absolutely terrifying.
That's
yeah.
Because with you, it's skyrocketed so quickly.
And also prematurely as well, before I had any idea how to deal with those things.
You came out and it went boom. And you were everywhere.
Maybe, yeah, not nice. Don't do that. Horrible.
Really?
Awful.
Did it go to your head and you were just like, I'm fucking brilliant?
No, I felt awful.
Really?
Hated my 20s. Hated being on telly.
Really?
Hated it all.
Why?
Because social media mainly, people are fucking horrible. And I wasn't ready. So I was on these things and I was, I was only like 25, fucking sat next to Frankie. I wasn't even 25. I think I was 23. Or 23 or 24, sat next to Frankie Boyle. That's, that you think, well, that sounds cool. It's not cool. It's terrifying. And it's not a nice feeling. And then people go, this guy's shit. And you go, yeah, I'm a child. In comedy years,
yeah, you are.
I was a baby.
Yeah.
And I was on telly. So do not recommend. Wait. Don't do all of these things because it will fuck you up. I watched those boy band documentaries.
I watched it as well.
Yeah, and I was kind of, even though it wasn't as mad as that, it was nothing compared to that. But I could relate to it.
Yeah.
And they were all going, it was horrific. And I was going, yeah, it was absolutely horrific. I don't have any. I was saying to my partner, I've got no good memories of that. It was all horrible.
Really?
Yeah, it was horrible.
But you weren't. But was it nice having a bit of dough in your pocket? Because you grew up.
But you don't know. You're too young to know. You're too young to know. You've gone from child, right? You've gone from college. Essentially, I went from college, comedian, open spot for like a year or two.
Yeah.
Not even a year, not 2 years, like an open spot for a year. To then earning circuit money as a young person in your 20s, where most people are working in like a pastry. So I was doing a job that now, like fully grown, like adults with families, that's their job. Like, you know, circuit comic, which is great. I had that job when I was like 22.
Yeah.
So you've jumped to like an adult wage. So this notion that like, oh, you had lots of money, you don't know you do. You don't, I didn't know that I did. So I only know that now. It's fucking way too late. So just, yeah. I mean, we're here. It's called, what's it called? Show me.
Sort your life.
Sort your life out. Just don't do anything I would do. Just, you couldn't have got life more wrong than I got it. Do not do what I've done.
I'm going to take away message. So,
it's been a catastrophe.
And have you enjoyed it?
No.
None of it.
Some of it. Some of it.
Some of it. So what should they do?
I forgot about them.
Yeah.
Oh, my boyfriend just stayed for weeks at a time. It's got to stop.
Yeah.
And you can't call the council. And you actually can't kill them.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
You've just got to have a conversation, haven't you?
But that person is going to say, I'm an adult. I should be allowed to bring my boyfriend should be allowed to stay.
Yeah, but for weeks at a time, it's a bit of a piss take.
So what is the deal then?
I think like 3 or 4 nights.
3 or 4 nights?
Yeah.
So you'll put a curfew. It's like...
Yeah, you got to.
Okay. So that's the advice we're giving.
Yeah.
Is you're going to have to ask them.
Like, if we were living together, right?
Oh, God, you'd be fucking sneaking into my bed.
Yeah.
At night. I know. I'd be like, was that the dog? Oh, God, Francis.
I just get lonely at night, mate. It's just a dog, mate.
Stop stroking my shiny hair. Please go out longer. Get off.
And, you know, like, you were bringing, like, different birds back.
Oh, my God. Again.
For weeks at a time. I'd have to go.
What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Grace, my family, she's staying over for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
What's happening there?
I'll be like, well, you know, it's...
What? What, Francis? What? Just spit it out. You keep sneaking into my bed. You keep crawling into my bed. You put your hands through my hair. You keep saying, please grow it out again. Dye it blonde. Can you get some fillers?
The odd tweak.
Yeah, the odd tweak here and the tuck here and there.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want, Francis?
I just think you could be the British Matt Rife if you did that. It's just killed it. I just think they need to have a conversation.
You just need to have a conversation. And that is normally, do you know what? I think that's normally the answer, everyone. Just have a conversation.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching and listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. It's been a pleasure. Check out Seann's new special. It's called Back from the Bed. It'll be in the link in the comments. And see you next week.